Okay, this video is going to be really fast, so please watch all the way to the end. I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to be talking about past participles, los participios pasados in Spanish. Let me put the format up here. So that's like when you say I have done something. So whatever the thing that whatever the verb is, you say like I have. If the verb is to go, for example, you say I have. You can't say I have go. You say I have gone, and so that gone is an example of a past participle in English. So in Spanish, in order to say have, the have part, you have to remember these verbs or this verb with its conjugations right here. So haber is the verb to say I have, followed by a past participle, also known as the present perfect. So you say like yo, if it's the yo form, you say yo he, and then here's the other part. In order to form a past participle in Spanish, if it's an AR verb, if it's an AR verb, it goes to ado. If it's an ER or an IR verb, it goes to ido. So, for example, you can say like hablar, which means to speak. If you say I have spoken, then you say he hablado, right? So this would go like to hablado. I'm gonna have to go outside here pretty fast, so that's why I have to do this really fast. Okay, so hablar, hablado, and so you say yo he hablado, and that means I have spoken. Okay, or if it's aprender, aprender turns into aprendido. Aprendido. So see what we're doing? We're just getting rid of the ER ending and replacing it with ido because it's an ER or an IR verb goes to ido. And so you can say like I have learned. You say yo he aprendido. I have learned. And so if you know a few verbs, it's pretty easy to do this. If it's an IR verb, like I'm trying to think of one that's not irregular. So the problem that we have is there are some of these verbs that are irregular, and so that's the last difficult thing that we're going to do here. Really the only difficult part, other than just remembering these 6 conjugations for haber. You have to remember that some of these verbs are or some of these past participles are irregular. So here are some common irregular um, past participles in Spanish. So abrir, for example, and a lot of them happen to be IR verbs. So abrir, cubrir, it turns into abierto. So opened, right? I have opened. You say he abierto. Or cubrir, hemos cubierto. We have covered. Decir goes to dicho. And um, like devolver, devuelto. Escribir, escrito. Imprimir, impreso. Hemos impreso. And so that's the other thing. We can also say hemos, right? We have. Hemos impreso. We have printed. Hemos muerto. We have died. Hopefully not. But anyway, so you can read through these. These are the most common irregular past participles. There's probably a few more out there, but not very many. Let's do one quick exercise and then we'll be done. All right. So really fast. So we are going to construct past participles. This is called the present perfect in English. In Spanish, it's called el perfecto de indicativo. So we say make constructions using haber followed by the past participle of the verb in parentheses. So if it's tu and it's tomar, then you have to remember it's the tu form of haber is as. And then tomar is an AR verb. So we simply put tomar, tomado. So has tomado. So we say tú has tomado. Right? And then so what's it going to be for number 2? And actually, so for number one, it's tú has tomado leche de chocolate? Have you, and then to drink, what's the past participle for to drink in English? Anybody know? Yeah, yeah, you have to think in English. I know, wait, what would that be? It's drinking, believe it or not. It's drinking. It's not, drink would be the preterite in English. So anyway, I have drinking. You don't say I have drank. Some people could say that, and colloquially, it's probably correct in certain areas, but, and so, nothing against that. But tú has tomado leche de chocolate? So that would be for number one. And then number two, yo, and then it's correr. So the yo form is yo he corrido el maratón de Boston. And then hemos hecho todas las compras. Hemos hecho todas las compras. All right. Can you guys get the rest of them? Here they are. Here's all the rest. So go ahead and pause it and try to figure these out and see if you're right. There they are. Hasta luego. Muchas gracias. Tian san, Guan zhu.